All right, get ready because today we're taking a deep dive into Greece's ambitious new project called Pharos. Jörg-Owe lays it all out there in his essay.
Yeah.
And this is not just a little tech project.
No.
Greece is looking to be a major player in AI in Europe.
Exactly.
And they're doing it with a focus on doing AI the right way.
Responsibly and ethically, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, and it's really the scale of this project that's got me excited.
Yeah.
Officially, it's called Pharos, the Greek AI factory for accelerating AI innovation.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is. And it's part of this larger European AI factories initiative.
How interesting.
So they've got a $30 million total budget for it.
Wow.
And it's supposed to launch in March 2025 and run for 3 years.
Okay.
But it's who's backing it that's really impressive.
Right.
It's not just the Greek Ministry of Digital Governance,
Right.
but it's also the Euro-HPC joint undertaking.
Oh, wow. No, that's a big deal.
Yeah, this is a massive public-private partnership focused on high-performance computing in all of Europe.
So they're not messing around.
No, they're not. This is serious business.
So it's not just talk it. They're putting their money where their mouth is.
Exactly.
But what does this mean for, the average person out there? What are you most excited about with Pharos?
Well, I think it's the potential impact.
Okay.
They're focusing on areas that affect everybody.
Okay.
Healthcare, culture, and language, and
Wow.
sustainability.
Those were all huge.
Yeah. So imagine like AI helping doctors to diagnose diseases earlier.
Yeah.
More accurately.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. Even personalized treatments based on your own genes.
Okay, so like tailored treatments just for you?
Right. And then you think about what this could mean for preserving languages.
Yeah.
Or reviving them.
Wow.
Or using AI to manage resources to fight climate change.
Okay, so we're talking global impact here.
Exactly. Pharos is aiming to develop solutions that have global implications.
Hold on, let's break this down for a second. You mentioned personalized medicine and resource management. What technology are they actually using to pull all this off?
They're going all in on the most cutting-edge AI tech.
Okay.
One example is they're going to use satellite data analysis.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah. So imagine using this to monitor like deforestation in real time.
Oh, that's amazing.
Or tracking pollution levels
Yeah.
really precisely, or even predicting natural disasters.
Okay, so like data-driven insights that can change how we deal with environmental problems.
Exactly.
It sounds huge. Like, who is behind all of this? Is it just a bunch of scientists in a lab somewhere?
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh.
Pharos is a huge collaborative effort, and that's one of the best things about it.
Okay, so tell me more about that.
Well, it's managed by GRNet, which
Yeah.
is the National Infrastructures for Research and Technology in Greece.
Okay.
But they're also bringing in some really big names in Greek research.
Oh.
Like the National Center for Scientific Research Demokritos, the National Technical University of Athens,
Oh.
and the Athena Research Center.
So the best of the best.
Exactly. They're
Yeah.
really pulling together some serious brainpower here.
Okay, and what are they all going to be working on? What exactly is Pharos going to do?
They're building this one-stop shop for AI development in Greece.
Oh.
So think like training programs for people who want to specialize in AI, curated data sets for researchers, and they're going to provide access to powerful computing infrastructure all in one place.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, and it's not just about making Greece a leader in AI research. It's about making AI accessible to everyone,
Yeah.
like startups,
Right.
businesses,
Uh-huh.
even just regular people who want to see what AI can do.
Wow, so it's about democratizing access to AI and empowering a whole new generation of innovators.
Exactly.
That's quite a vision.
It is.
But what kind of concrete projects will they be tackling?
Sure.
What are some of their goals for, say, the next few years?
One of the most exciting things is they're creating this massive linguistic data set that they're going to use to build Meltemi, which is an open Greek large language model.
So like a Greek version of all those AI assistants we're seeing everywhere.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and it has huge implications for preserving the Greek language and culture, but it's also pushing the boundaries of what AI can do with language.
And how are they going to pull this off?
Well, to do this, they're going to be using the Daedalus supercomputer, which is like a beast when it comes to processing power.
Oh, wow.
And that kind of power is absolutely crucial for developing sophisticated AI models like this one.
So they're not just setting ambitious goals, they're giving themselves the tools to achieve them.
Exactly.
This is starting to sound like less of a research project and more like the foundation for a whole new AI ecosystem in Greece.
And that's what makes Pharos so fascinating. They're not just developing technology for the sake of it. They're building a foundation for innovation that can actually have a real impact on society, both within Greece and beyond.
So we've talked about the what and the who of Pharos.
Yeah.
But I'm really curious about the why. Why should our listeners care about all of this?
Well, what's really interesting is how Pharos is choosing to focus on these areas that have such universal relevance, like...
Yeah, like healthcare, language, and sustainability. Those are things that affect everyone.
Exactly. Healthcare, culture, and language and sustainability. These are issues that really resonate with everyone, no matter where you are in the world.
It's like they're saying, hey, we're not just building cool technology for no reason. We're trying to solve these big problems that we all face. But let's get specific. You talked about AI's potential in healthcare. What would that actually look like in real life?
Okay, well, imagine if AI could analyze things like x-rays and scans way better than humans and maybe catch things like cancer way earlier.
Yeah, when treatment has a better chance of working.
Exactly. Or think about AI going through tons of medical data and figuring out patterns to predict who might be at risk for chronic diseases so we could do something before they even get sick.
Okay, I'm starting to get the picture, but I know some people are a little worried about AI and all their personal medical data being out there. Is there any risk of this technology being used the wrong way or even putting people's privacy in danger?
That's a really good point, and it's definitely something that the people behind Pharos are thinking about.
Okay.
One of the things that makes this project so different is that they are committed to doing AI the right way.
Responsibly and ethically.
Exactly. They're not just trying to build the most powerful algorithms as fast as they can. They're carefully considering what it all means and making sure that AI is used to help people, not hurt them.
So it's not just about how advanced the technology is, but also about making sure that people trust it and that it's used to benefit humanity, not the other way around. So how is Pharos actually planning to put all of this into practice? Are they coming up with specific rules or working with experts on ethics and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, totally. Pharos is following the European Union's overall approach to AI, which is all about making sure that people are at the center of it all and that everything is transparent. They're actively developing frameworks and guidelines for ethical AI development, and they're working with experts in fields like ethics and law to make sure they're doing everything by the book.
So it's not just a tech project, it's a social and ethical one too. Yeah. Let's switch gears for a minute and talk about culture and language. What's Pharos up to in that area?
Well, that's where Meltemi comes in. Remember, that's their big project to build an open Greek large language model. It's not just about creating a cool AI tool, it's about making sure a language and culture survives for future generations.
So we could have AI tools that can translate Greek literature with amazing detail, or maybe even help restore ancient Greek texts that we thought were lost forever. That's a really powerful use of AI. It shows that Pharos is really dedicated to using technology to preserve culture.
Yeah, and the Meltemi project is a perfect example of how Pharos is contributing to the world of AI in a big way, creating a large language model for a language like Greek, which doesn't have as much of a presence online as English, comes with its own unique challenges, and calls for some pretty innovative solutions.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The things they discover and the techniques they develop could be used for other languages all around the world, especially those that are facing similar problems with digital preservation.
So they're not just doing something for Greece, they're developing tools and techniques that can benefit everyone. It's great to see them taking such a collaborative approach.
And that collaborative spirit is really what Pharos is all about. Remember, this project is part of the European AI Factories Initiative, which is all about connecting AI research centers across Europe and encouraging them to work together.
Like creating a giant think tank for AI innovation, sharing knowledge and resources to solve the big problems facing humanity. And speaking of big problems, let's talk about sustainability. How does Pharos plan to use AI to address these environmental issues we're facing?
That's where their focus on satellite data analysis really shines. Imagine using AI to look at satellite images and track things like deforestation in real time or check on the health of ecosystems with incredible accuracy.
Wow.
That kind of insight could completely change how we protect and manage our resources.
It's like having a live view of how healthy the planet is so we can make smarter decisions about our resources. And it's not just about conservation. AI can also help us deal with the effects of climate change.
Absolutely. AI can help us build more efficient energy grids, make transportation systems work better, and even predict extreme weather events so we can be better prepared.
So Pharos is looking at sustainability from all angles, using AI to tackle both the causes and the effects of environmental problems. It's really impressive to see them taking on these complex issues head on.
It is.
But what does all this mean for the average person? How will Pharos' work actually make a difference in people's lives in a way they can see and feel?
That's a great question, and it's important to remember that all this advanced technology is ultimately about making people's lives better. Let's think about some real-world examples. Okay, so let's go back to healthcare for a second. Imagine a future where instead of waiting weeks for test results, an AI system could analyze your medical images like right away and give doctors the info they need to make a diagnosis much faster and more accurately.
Yeah, that could be huge for things like cancer, where early detection is so important.
Exactly. And it's not just about speed and accuracy. AI can also help personalize treatments, making them specifically for you based on your needs and your genes.
Okay, so we're moving away from this one-size-fits-all approach to healthcare towards something much more tailored and personalized. And that's partly thanks to AI being able to analyze so much data and see patterns that humans might miss. So it's not about replacing doctors. It's about giving them these powerful tools to help them make better decisions and provide better care.
Right.
But let's not forget about those other areas where Pharos is making a difference, like culture and language. How can AI actually help preserve and bring languages back to life, especially those languages that don't have a big online presence?
Well, the Meltemi project is a good example. By building a Greek large language model, they're creating a base for all kinds of cool things. Imagine AI tools that can translate ancient Greek texts really well, making them accessible to more people, or even educational platforms that can make learning Greek more fun and interactive.
It's like using technology to connect the past and the present, making cultural heritage more accessible and relevant for people today.
Yeah.
And this isn't just about Greece, right?
No, not at all. The stuff they're doing with the Meltemi project could help other languages that are struggling, especially those that are in danger of disappearing. It's a way to help preserve culture around the world, and it shows how committed Pharos is to using AI for good.
So they're not just building this AI powerhouse in Greece, they're sharing what they know to benefit everyone. And since we're talking about global impact, let's go back to sustainability. How will what Pharos is doing in this area really help people and the planet?
Imagine a world where AI can predict and track wildfires super accurately so firefighters can get there faster and be more effective, and maybe even save lives and protect those important ecosystems.
Yeah.
Or think about how AI could make energy use in cities more efficient so we can lower our carbon footprint and create a more sustainable environment in those urban areas.
So it's about using AI to not just understand, but also solve some of the biggest environmental problems we're facing.
Exactly.
And it's not just about the technology itself, it's about making sure it's used responsibly and ethically.
Absolutely. Pharos is setting a great example for the whole AI community worldwide. They're showing that you can go after big innovations while still thinking about what it all means ethically. They're not just building AI, they're shaping the future of AI in a way that benefits all of us.
Well, it's been amazing to explore all the details of Greece's ambitious Pharos project with you. From personalized medicine to cultural preservation and sustainability, they're taking on some of the toughest challenges facing humanity, and they're doing it all with a focus on responsible and ethical AI development.
And what's really cool is that this is just the start. As Pharos grows and changes, who knows what other groundbreaking innovations and solutions will come out of this Greek AI powerhouse.
And just like Jörg-Owe said in his essay, Pharos is a great example of how a country can use its strengths and resources to not only be part of this global technological revolution, but to do it in a way that puts people and the greater good first. It's a story about big goals, innovation, and using technology to make a positive impact on the world. That's all for our deep dive today. Thanks for listening.